In his keynote speech in the Economist's World at the Economist's World in 2015 Forum, the president outlined his agenda in the remaining days of his administration. These include continuing reforms in the bureaucracy and further strengthening of the country's economy. More from Ignacio.
President Aquino cited measures to sustain economic stability in the country. Speaking at the annual gala dinner of the Economist World 2015 Review in Singapore, the president cited 3 measures to achieve economic security within the remaining 590 days of this term. The president intends to hasten infrastructure projects, judicial reforms, and to empower citizenry.
We're targeting 5% of our GDP in terms of measure for infrastructure by 2016. We're almost at 4, 3.5 to 4 this year. And reforming the bureaucracy is also a major thing. The judiciary is also another pet issue of mine from time to time. But at the end of the day, we are saying that government has been reinvigorated and is now in a position to empower its citizenry. And you can see that, again, in terms of very heavily emphasis on education. Even the health services, they've had a 300% increase in the terms of the budget from the time we started. So, again, we believe that our greatest resource are the people, and the people now are exercising all of their freedoms and have belief in themselves and belief in the ability of the country by the time we leave.
This was the first time that the Philippine president was invited serve as keynote speaker before the London-based magazine Economic Forum that is followed by industry's decision makers. The president joined a select group recognized by their good economic performance. In the forum, the president assured that aside from improving the business climate, the Philippines is ready to address global threats like the Ebola outbreak that would affect the tourism industry. The president also expressed confidence with the country's relations with China after a brief meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the sidelines of the APEC Leaders Summit held recently in Beijing. That was the first meeting of the two leaders amidst tensions in the West Philippine Sea. China is one of the biggest economic performers in the world.
Well, we hope that it does represent a change. The mere fact that we are talking again is already a substantial change. Previously, there was an exchange of rhetoric. Well, not really an exchange. There was a lot of rhetoric that stated one position to the exclusion of the other. Now we are talking, and the mere fact that we are talking hopefully signifies an attempt to really arrive at a compromise and a just solution to the issue.
Aside from ensuring regional peace and economic security, President Aquino assured business leaders of efforts to attain lasting peace and development in Mindanao under the Comprehensive Agreement on the Bangsamoro. The president hopes that the Bangsamoro Basic Law that will pave the way for the creation of a new political entity will be passed into law before the year ends. In the keynote interview, President Aquino once again said that he has no plans for a second term. The president said he will rest for a year and will help his political party mates to become a political party with ideology.
I cannot work for about a year. You cannot participate in an industry regulated. But so we're all looking forward to at least 1 year that we can ignore the newspapers, the TV, etc., and recharge. Especially to those who are most affected by our work. We have a very, how should I put it, very energetic media in our country. So afterwards, I'm not really sure. My mother went into microfinance post her presidency. She saw it as the direct means of empowering. There's always the challenge of the big group that's diffused or a very small focus group that you have very tangible results in. And I guess to a large degree, I will still be helping the party to become that party of ideology that has a platform that is constant and will continue.
For the People's Television, Ignacio, Singapore.